we've missed you.
Yeah, oh my gosh, it's been such a struggle, y'all.
Yes.
We are mad at YouTube TV.
YouTube TV, you will feel our wrath. I'm just kidding.
So let us know if you guys had trouble with YouTube TV as well.
Yeah.
We
did. Our younger sister did. Yeah, they just did not want to post episode 11 for some reason. They were like, you know what? We're just going to annoy people and we're going to post it later, a day later.
And they still don't have it up, you guys, because I looked today.
Oh, for real? Carissa said it's up.
Oh, well, never mind. It's up.
What were you looking at?
I was seeing, like, you know, when you go to YouTube TV, they have, like, your stuff, and I didn't see it there.
Okay, well.
It had continue watching
our sister said it was up,
the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it came up later that night, so they made you wait like 24 hours or something. Yeah, she didn't go Scooby-Doo looking for it.
No, I didn't do no Scooby-Doo detective work, so.
But yeah, so we're mad at them. That's why we're late. We watched the show Thursday, had to get a free trial of...
Trial?
Yeah, I can't talk.
Of Philo,
however you pronounce it, Philo. We had to get a free trial of that, so thanks, YouTube TV. And so we watched the episode, got to see it on Thursday.
Thanks, Philo, actually. You know, we're being sarcastic about the thank you to YouTube TV, but thanks, Philo, for saving the day.
Yeah, thank you, actually. We're not being sarcastic to you. Thank you, actually, for saving the day, like she said. We watched it on Thursday, but, you know, there's a reason why we try to film on Wednesday. We both are kind of getting off from work, so we can like really dedicate our time for this. But then we work the rest of the week.
The rest of the week, y'all.
So y'all, it just really messed us up. It's like you guys don't realize. And the lady on the phone was like, "It's okay." When we told her, we were like, "It's actually not okay."
That was frustrating. You know, we try to be as respectful as we can, but I was like, inside, I was like, "Lady," which I could have said outside because I do be assertive sometimes. But I was like, "Lady." This is not okay.
Yeah.
Actually, it's actually not okay.
It's not. We work in the rest of the week. You're throwing off our entire schedule. Anyways, long story short, we're done with the work week, and finally we are here to let you know our thoughts on this episode 11. So, without further ado, we're gonna jump right into things. We're highlighting.
Thank God she did a highlights, y'all, because we would have been in trouble.
We would have forgot.
We would have had to watch that episode all over again.
Yes, it's been like 3 days since we watched it, but you know. Good episode, sad episode. You know we're not happy about this. But
I was not happy at all, you guys. And I was surprised.
She was surprised, yeah, because she thought that, you know.
I thought Naya had stayed longer. I'm not going to lie. I did see some spoilers. I don't remember everything. And maybe some of them were wrong, obviously. Yeah, she didn't watch spoilers. I mean, she didn't see the spoilers. I don't know. But I thought Naya had stayed for a long time. Like a long, long time. And that did not happen.
So I mean, she thought she was safe. She thought she was good. She thought
I thought she stayed past Michelle. So I was confused.
Spoilers don't always work.
She didn't look them up.
Well,
I didn't look them up. They were just there for me to see.
Oh, okay. Okay, and she didn't look away. But highlight number 1, we get into the episode, and the house is split, you guys. We are split skis. And we already said this last week, but there are people who are being declared to be on a side that we didn't know were on a side. For example, Corey is declared to be on Tori's side. It's Tori, Jordan, Corey. Who else did they say was on that side? It's got to be more besides them. It's got to be more than that. Kylan. Okay,
Michelle,
Michelle. Okay.
Naya.
Maybe Olivia
Jordan.
too. Olivia might be on there too. Now that you know Johnny Bananas has thrown her in, she might be.
They said Olivia. All the LOLs were.
I should have written this down. Okay, so all the LOLs are on that side. And Kylan, which, you know, Kylan's a competitor, man. So he's someone good to have on their side, in their corner. Kylan, Corey, Jordan, Tori. Not a bad side. But then on the flip side, Johnny's side ain't no slouches either. You know, you get Johnny's Angels, Johnny, Rachel, Jenny, Aviv.
Why does it seem like there's so many... There's way more girls than guys. Is that like a true thing? Or it just seems that way?
I think it's just seeming that way. I think the girls are just being very dynamic this season. And so there's a few guys that may be fading into the background. Like Derek and...
the guys seem to be kind of decently protected, whereas it seems like it's the women that don't have as many people protecting them because the guys are protecting certain women. Like, I was just thinking about how the lines are kind of blurred a little bit because, yes, Kylan is on Tori's side, but then at the same time, he has a great relationship with Laurel, and I can tell that Laurel is not somebody that he would go after or throw in, and I don't think she would ever go after Kylan. So there's like different relationships still at work. Same thing with Jordan being on Tori's side. He has a working relationship with Laurel, and now kind of one with Rachel. So there's still some things going on there. It's just some pieces that are like firmly
some people are,
like Bananas and Angels. Tori. Bananas is against that other side, and Tori.
Not even her is maybe against everybody. Like, I think, Jenny might have respect and love for Tori. Laurel and Tori seem to get along just fine. Now, they might, Johnny may be able to reason with Laurel and be like, I don't know what, like, if you get Tori out, you'll be Jordan's number one. Like, I don't know. Maybe he'll reason with her some kind of way like that. But I think that they don't have any problems with each other as well. I'm trying to get away from that glare. But it's...
Y'all, can I just point out, I just noticed her earrings. Can you show them?
I don't know if they'll be able to.
You guys, she has the bus from Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated on her earrings.
I feel a bit fashionable
wearing
sometimes.
a Scooby-Doo shirt. Yes. That is so
And I have my Velma glasses, but the Velma glasses want to have a glare on them, so I don't know. I don't want to bother y'all with that. I'll put them up there. That way. Oh, put the little antennas in. And
she's a bug.
There we go.
We like to be bugs sometimes, see?
But yes, so that is where we start the episode. The house is split, and we wanted to talk about that. She just threw Bananas in, so she's definitely drawn the line in the sand, and it's split now. Highlight number 2, one of my favorite ones. We move on to Kylan clowning Bananas, and the best part about him clowning Bananas is he's not doing it in the confessional. He's not doing it behind his back to some people. He's straight up clowning Bananas to his face. Yes, and we love to see it.
He just was so calm with it. We love a calm read.
Cool, collected, intelligent with it. He was just like, even I knew, like, you didn't know that was coming. Like, you thought you were going to be able to throw her in. He's like, I've been on this show for 4 seasons and Bananas been playing for years. Even I knew he probably wasn't going to be able to throw
he was like,
Tori
why
in.
Naya though? Why'd you go for Naya? Like, I don't understand. And then he was like, and why were you so shocked about Tori? Like, how long you been doing this show?
I've been doing it for 4 seasons, and I knew that probably was not going to be able to happen. I was like, oh my gosh, not you calling him dumb to his face. Oh my goodness. It was hilarious. And then Laura was just sitting there like, this is awkward for me. And she's like, well, I don't think he knew. Like, I don't think he knew, honestly. And he was like, so it's just a really comical situation. These are moments like this where I just love Kylan because he really just does not care. He's that person who ain't scared, was never scared.
He will call a spade a spade.
We have seen this from him before. I feel like he was doing it to people we didn't want him to do it to, so it was a little annoying. But this dude, or maybe not, maybe it was people we did want him to do it to. He will call out anybody. Like, nobody's safe when it comes to Kylan. Like, he does not care. So that was a lovely moment. And segue to another highlight for this, highlight number 2. Kylan was protecting his girl. He was protecting Naya.
And we love to see it.
Yes, we do. We love to see it. And then we also got in the same scene, Theo. Like, why are you coming for
Theo
Olivia?
was like, why Olivia?
Yeah.
Actually, while Kylan is defending his girl, let me defend my girl. Like, why? And then,
if Devin was there, I'm sure he would have been,
you know what?
defending Michelle too. All the LOL girls were booed up.
But he would have been mad.
They were booed up in the challenge house.
Oh, they were, yeah. He said, Banana said, chivalry is not dead. The men are defending their women.
Yep.
And I was like, yes, they are. We love to see it.
Seal of approval from us. So that was our highlight number 2. Moving on to number 3, we get into the daily. Guys, this is one of my favorite dailies of this season. Like, I love this daily. First of all, it's individual. I was glad because I'm like, if they're split like this, I don't need there to be no kind of way. They were already kind of plotting, like they might try to get the girls, because Bananas has a lot of girls, to target like Tori and her girls. And I was just like, I don't need that to be able to happen. I want things to be fair. So the fact that it was individual, already loved it from the get-go for that. But then it's this cool thing, almost like another Mario thing. So we had the the Mario Kart thing, elimination last episode. This was almost reminding me of Super Mario Brothers, where you're like, I don't know, you see the ladders or whatever,
like
you're climbing up and down the ladder. Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph, stuff like that, where you're going up, you're collecting the coins.
Very video game-esque.
Yes, a very video game-like challenge. And I really like the fact that they had so much to do. They had to go here and there and everywhere and collect the coin and deposit the coin and do the puzzle and swing to the side and then swing and knock down the boxes. Like, it was just very, like, almost like an action movie, like watching them do these cool stunts. And I believe they liked this one too. It looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah. And we could tell it was not easy, obviously, because some people were not able to do it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It seemed like it was at first, but then, we're going to see later. But about this, we're going to see later. So Bananas goes first, and he freaking kills it still. Had to go first, but he's performing, and he sets that bar freaking high.
And he makes sure that we know that he's the one that set the bar.
Yeah, he gonna make sure he gets his credit. But we got to give credit where it's due. Like, he's not young anymore, but he did his thing. He did his thing. He wasn't no Theo on this. Oh my goodness,
Theo.
God bless.
We don't know what happened.
Theo got to be like the last guy, I think, Theo? And it still didn't benefit him to see all those people go before him. What the heck happened? You got to lay off the cigs. Got to lay off. Mm-hmm. Yes, I think he's a smoker.
His endurance.
Yes, you're a runner. He's a runner. He's a track star. Like, you cannot be smoking, my dude. You cannot be doing no kind of drugs. You know this. You're Olympian. So you're not doing that anymore, but you're on the challenge. And if you want to go far on the challenge, you got to stop smoking. Because I promise you, ain't nobody, you're going to make it to the final because nobody's afraid of you right now. That was not a good performance.
Because you're going to gas out on the final.
Yes, you are going to gas out.
Nobody's going to care if you make it there or not because they're going to be like, he's not going to win.
I mean, so, it could be a strategy in the future. Get yourself in shape, but don't show it. So then you can go to the final and just surprise them all. But yeah, I need you to stop the drugs, whatever we're doing, the cigarettes, stop it and get in shape. Okay. All right. So Kylan turning. Oh yeah. So Kylan, y'all, he did so well. Nia was like, whew.
She's like, I'm turned on.
Mm-hmm. And I get it. Like, if your dude's performing, it's like, yeah, that's hot. Poor Olivia, she
had to suffer.
The juxtaposition was. Yeah. I felt for my girl. She's a loyal girlfriend though. Mm-hmm. And she was pumping her dude up, but they were clowning him. Like, Tori was like, what'd she say? Put the darn thing, like,
she said, put it in your bag, you idiot.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
I was like, don't call my man an idiot, and you gotta love it.
It was
everybody's
funny.
Laughing and cracking up at him, and all she had to do was kinda had to hang your head down in shame. Like, I mean, she was still proud of him. She's always gonna be proud of him, but she was a little, like, this is a little embarrassing. So not very turn on for her, and we understand why.
Aviv also did really well.
Yes, the girls were flopping. Several girls were flopping. But Aviv, she was short, but she was mighty.
And we thought we thought mostly all the girls were going to do bad. Once we saw Cara fall. No, actually, that is not what we thought. Good. When Cara fell, I was like, okay, well, she's going in. Ain't nobody going to do that bad.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Wrong.
Mm-hmm. People did bad. People did worse.
People said, actually.
Just watch.
Mm-hmm. Don't believe me, just watch.
These are my confessions.
And so,
Michelle fell. Oh wait,
Nia.
Michelle not first because they left on the commercial. Olivia. They made it seem like she might be able to make it, and it was so sad because Johnny Bananas was clowning her like she's not going to make it, and she was like, "Bananas doesn't believe I can make it, but I'm going to prove him wrong." And she did not prove him wrong that time. So
the LOLs were not looking good. I think all of them failed.
The LOLs were making other people LOL. So that's not what you want. Everybody was laughing at them, and Bananas was like, all my girls made it. So that side was looking pretty stacked right now.
Yeah, and the other side, Tori's side is looking weak sauce. It's like she's like the only girl on that side that's good.
Yeah, I mean, lucky for them, they have Kylan on their side who also finished first. We're gonna get to, but and they have Corey, and then they have Nehemiah, they have Jordan, they have some solid guys. But the girls, and they have Tori. The girls are gonna need to do some more. They're gonna need to do a little bit better. They in danger. So you're in danger, girl. I say that every episode, but it'd be true. They in danger. So the girls are flopping, but Aviv did great. Cara was giving Tori her flowers. That was nice to see because Cara and Tori, they don't even like each other. They still don't like each other, but she was able to be like, I've been gone for a while, and Tori, she kept doing these things, and she's kind of like the female face of the challenge now, and
now she's
good. She's
like, actually she is good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's nice. We gave Tori her flowers last episode, and now Cara's giving her the flowers. Tori's getting all the flowers, and it's good. She deserves them. So that was cool. And the last thing I wrote was LOLs, they sucked on this. So, It's unfortunate. We all know it. All they had to do was not come in last, so they wouldn't have to go against each other.
I thought it was possible.
We thought. But anyway, so when we get to highlight number 4, let's get to highlight number 4. The winners, Kyland. Woohoo! And we were sure hoping and praying, Tori, please come on, Tori. It was so close, the closest it's ever been
that it really
in Charmed
mattered.
history. It didn't matter. It really didn't. But we wanted that for her. But anyways, it ended up being Jenny. But we're not mad. We're happy for Jenny. You know, Jenny has had a rough season a little bit so far.
Has had a rough
being on
season.
Era 4. She ain't did nothing to nobody, really.
But honest and truly, I feel like she's mad at the wrong people. Like, I feel like the guys are the ones that were throwing you in. Be mad at Kylan. Be mad, like, the girls didn't have anything to do with that. So
that's
it
true.
literally,
they were just benefiting from it.
I remember when she got thrown in that time, Michelle went and spoke with her and was trying to encourage her because she felt bad. Now, at the same time, it can be annoying because it's like, well, Michelle, you got all this protection, so you don't really get it. You're just, trying to make me feel better or whatever. But it's not gonna work on me. Like, I can't be manipulated, so I can understand
that. And it's like those words only mean so much when you're like, you actually do have the power to keep this from happening. You can tell the guys, hey, throw one of us in. You know, you don't have to tell them throw me in, but you can say you don't have to throw Jenny in every single time. Like, that's not right. You can't say that. They have the power to say that, so she feels like your talk is cheap.
It's hard, though. It's hard because they were all such great friends.
Yeah, so they didn't want to do that.
That's like a betrayal to be like, actually throw one of my friends in instead of this girl that I like, but I'm not that, really that close to. Like, it's just how the cookie crumbled.
Yeah. So they just stay silent. And, it's like they say, your silence, it speaks. So I felt like that's how she felt. She was like, y'all are not helping me, though, and I know where y'all lie on this.
Quite how they say that.
Yeah, they do say that. That's one of the sayings on it. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is?
Well, that's one of them. Yeah, like if
verbatim?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's
that is a saying. Like, you're choosing a side if you're silent.
I know what you're saying, but that's not the words of it. But
y'all know what she means. There's a whole bunch of silent quotes. So I think that's a silent quote.
And when you're silent, you're being complicit to certain things.
Yes. So y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think it's a quote. But yeah, so
your silence. Let us know. But oh man, there was something I wanted to say.
Okay, about Jenny.
Yeah. Let us know. How do y'all feel about Jenny? Because when they were in the chamber, am I jumping the gun?
Oh yeah, jumping the gun. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll wait.
We haven't gotten to the chamber yet.
Okay.
But yeah, so we have our winners, Kylan and Jenny. Then we have our losers, Theo. No surprise there. And God bless. And Naya. Oh my gosh. Disappointed there. Was sad to see that. Didn't know if it was going to be her. We knew it was going to be her or Cara or
which, I just realized Michelle had the 30-second penalty. So good on Michelle for managing to, even though she didn't do great on the competition at all, to not be last. Yeah. Like, that was hers to lose, and she managed to survive. So good for her.
Yeah, she survived the deficit that she had. So definitely good for her. Was definitely sad, not happy at all to see Naya in there, because the thing is, Naya had Kylan win, and Kylan would have made sure she did not go in. She would not have been the LOL girl going in that elimination. So it just sucks. She would have been perfectly safe. Like, God had it for her to be safe, but she unfortunately
didn't have it for herself.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, unfortunately, could not. But my girl said she's gonna be training on the off season. She's gonna be taking next time seriously. So definitely want to see that for her, because she can definitely be a contender. And we love having her on the show, don't we? Don't we? I believe everybody does. She's super entertaining. She just keeps it real. Gorgeous girl, pretty smile. She's just super likable. So we want to see Naya come on again. We want to follow her journey. She's come a long way. We want to support and cheer Naya on and see her do better.
As we always do.
Yeah. As we always have and as we always will. All right. But yeah, and then we get here, ending highlight number 4. Jenny is happy. She's happy that she's won, because she's thinking might be time for a little dish served cold. Might be time to serve some cold dishes called revenge. So that brings us to highlight number 5. Highlight number 5, we get Olivia and Johnny at the club. We at the club, and Olivia is calling Johnny out. She's like, why? I don't like the way you're moving.
You calling me a snake?
Why'd you call me a snake? Yeah, I don't think that was right.
And then Johnny was like, oh, I don't recall calling you a snake. I don't think I said you were a snake for sure. I think I just said, like, in general. And then they rolled the tapes back. He said, your pet snake, Olivia. So again, just another example of how Johnny be lying.
Oh my goodness. But, you know, unfortunately, Johnny comes out on top in this scene because it moves from Olivia calling Johnny out to it blows up, and then Bananas is calling out Jordan and Tori. And unfortunately, Tori takes the bait and she comes out guns blazing. And for us, we always say this is easier said than done because, you know, I can be a hothead too sometimes, but it's easier said than done. But the cooler head will prevail. Mm-hmm. And Johnny was like just laughing things off and just baiting her and poking the bear and poking holes into their game. And instead of laying back and being cool, laid back with her mind on her money and her money on her mind like Jordan was, Tori was like, no, what are you talking about? You're not my friend because
you're blowing me up and I don't like this. Stop telling everybody what I'm doing. My name. Because you're doing it too. And don't put a spotlight on me.
You're not my friend because if you were my friend, you would know I don't be friends who treat my friends like that. Or something like that. Yeah. And it was just like,
It was not a good look for her. It looked like she was being guilty.
Yeah. Now, you know what they say? What do they say? A hurt dog hollers or a guilty dog hollers? I'm gonna stop trying to quote stuff because I'm getting the quotes wrong. But you know, she making a lot of noise, so she's seeming a little bit guilty.
I think they say a hurt dog will holler, so she might have been hurt. But anywho, if you're paying attention, there are certain people like Derek and other people in their confessionals that were not deterred and knew exactly what Bananas was doing and was like, Bananas is just, you know, trying to get other people to be spotlighted and get the target off of him, and we know exactly what he's doing. Mm-hmm. But then there are people that we didn't see the confessionals that obviously were taken aback by the stuff that he was saying, i.e. Naya, i.e. Olivia. I think those are two that they pointed out, and maybe Michelle as well, that were realizing, hey, these guys, I don't think that they are protecting us as we are protecting them. I don't think we're on their list like we thought we were. And so he did make some cracks appear.
Yeah, he did. And that was really sucky to hear. And then when, like, especially like what he said to Naya, and even us, we're like, knowing how Jordan plays, and he's very much about winning, we were like, we could see where he may be putting these people ahead of Naya because he doesn't believe in her, unfortunately, like as much as he says he does. I hope that's not true.
I hope not too. Him and Naya are really close. They've come a long way. So I don't know if I could see Jordan like actually putting her in over certain people. I don't know if I could see that. Now, this is definitely an interesting topic, especially because we never saw it play out because Nia left. So
Naya.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. I have two coworkers. They're Nia and Naya, and I'm just like, I'm all messed up on the Nias and the Nayas. But Naya, we'll never know. And I think that it's an interesting topic, and I think that they will potentially bring it up at the reunion and ask him and see like what's going on there and where the relationship stands now, because I think that's a bad way to leave off, knowing that you're number one, one of your number ones. I mean, Jordan was probably your number one guy. Mm-hmm. Didn't have her back.
Yeah, like, may not have you even on the list, not even in the top 5. That's a mess. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he didn't even come to terms with that in his head mentally, or maybe that's something he had in his subconscious where he was like, you know, I don't think, you know, I would pick her. And it's not something he ever said out loud or actually had to the forefront of his mind. I don't know. You never know with Jordan, because this is also the guy who said, I genuinely did not know Cheyenne's name to the camera. He said that in his confessional, and I'm pretty sure all of us know some kind of deal was made.
But the way that he looked, though, when he said it, it was like...
Yeah, but I'm telling you, in these interviews afterward, he has said that is the truth, and he really did forget. But a lot of people suspect and know that he made some kind of deal with Laurel. I believe, you know, he could have been lying to the cameras here, and he may have, in his head, put Naya on the back burner, which I'm like, Naya ain't no slouch. Like, don't be doing that to her. But, you know, on some level,
I still would like to believe if it came down to it between Laurel and Rachel. I mean, not Laurel and Rachel, Naya and Rachel. He wouldn't do
it. But here's the thing. He would never do it. But would he throw a challenge to let somebody else do it?
Oh, 1,000%.
That's the thing.
1000%. Yeah,
That's the way he plays.
Doing that for sure.
Unfortunately, and you know, respect, like the guy, but you know, I wouldn't put that past him. He's as someone who's obsessed with winning. All right. So, anyways, moving on.
I like him, but he got some. He got some.
Oh, he got flaws. Yeah, he got flaws. We gonna call him out. We gonna be honest.
Yeah, especially when
all in love. We gonna speak the truth in love. Yeah. You ain't always been the kindest to your female partners, and you know, I think on these dailies you've been shouting a lot at everybody, and I'm not. And I think you've been shutting down Naya in certain challenges, saying you don't know the answer and stuff like this. So you know, if you thinking that might be how you feel, and she might not be in your top 5 because you feel like she ain't gonna be able to perform in the end. Your mistake. But, you know, I get it. It's your mistake to make because she hasn't been on the flagship in forever. This is her first time back in the flagship. So I can see where you might, you know, put your confidence elsewhere. But I'm just going to say some things are more important. Yeah, she's going to be training and stuff. And some things are more important than money.
Yeah, you didn't already find it out.
Yeah.
A lot.
And that's one thing I do respect about Bananas, you know. I don't like many things about him, and he gets on my nerves and irks my soul, and we don't like what he did to Sarah. But I will say that man on House of Villains, I ain't gonna spoil it, but just go watch House of Villains. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. Like, I respect what he did in that game because it was bigger than money. So that's what I respect about Johnny Bananas. And sometimes things are bigger than money. So that's all I'm gonna say. It's bigger than winning sometimes. All right, moving on to highlight number 6. Rachel. We get Rachel after the club. She's making a deal with Corey and Nehemiah. She wants to talk to Nehemiah too. That's where we get to see once more. I feel like we're talking about Rachel every single episode at this point.
Chess, guys.
Yes, y'all. Yes, I need to put this phone on airplane mode because I feel like this is gonna mess up with the sound every time they're writing in the group. All right. All right. Sorry, guys. I hope this isn't messing up the sound. I'm sorry. They're writing in the Snapchat group right now, and
it's my fault, y'all. She was in a movie.
I was in a movie.
We do movies from time to time. We do background.
Because you know, our dreams. We're singers and actresses, writers. So,
and we were just
pursue those dreams, doing some background work in movies.
Just to be on camera in any way.
Yeah, get on set.
But yeah, we were watching one, and she was featured, and then I put it in a group, and now everyone's seeing it now, even though I put it in there like an hour ago. So now this is happening. Sorry,
getting blown up. But anyhow, so yeah, once again, Rachel is playing this game, you guys. She is positioning herself. She is setting herself up to win. Nobody's going to be coming after her. And, you know, good for her. She's had an uphill battle. Era 1 was losing, the big losers of the season. And now all of a sudden she is a big winner already. Nobody's trying to throw her in. She is politicking.
It's giving Tori, but like Tori has an enemy. She only has one. She has Bananas. But I feel like Rachel has like none. Like, she's already close with Josh. She's already good with Bananas. She made a deal with Jordan. And now she has Nehemiah and Corey. And she's good with Derek. So, there's only like Theo and
maybe just him.
Maybe Kylan that would come after her. 2 people. Yeah, she's doing her thing, y'all.
She's sitting pretty.
Although Kylan is a big person. Like, you don't want Kylan to come after you. Kylan can win.
Did Kylan talk to her too? No, who was that Kylan was talking to? That was Kylan and her, because she was saying like she would like to run a final with him, right?
So Kylan might not even put her up. So then it literally might be Theo.
Y'all?
That's it. And Theo ain't
gonna come after her.
Performing that well. So
yeah, like sis is playing the game. That's all we're gonna say.
Go check me, boo.
And all right, so we're gonna move on to highlight number 7, Naya and Bananas combo. We get them talking the next day because she's like, is what you say true? Like, she needs to know. She's feeling a little bit insecure. She's feeling like, you know, like we felt. This could be kind of true knowing Jordan's personality. Like, he might be like,
actually, I know him. And, like, he didn't, like, you know, come to me and be like, hey, like, you know, you're
my person. Like, we're not talking game, really. I just put this blind trust in him because he's one of my people. He's my person.
She said, I'm not boo-boo the fool. She said, the Lord don't bless me with wisdom. She didn't say that, but he did. And I know in my heart of hearts that there's some truth to this.
Yeah, what he was saying, like, she was picking it up because it sounded pretty accurate. So Jordan's top 4 is supposedly Tori, Laurel, Rachel, and Aviv.
That's real messy, y'all. Because 2 of them people are not even on his side.
Yeah.
And Aviv, Where did she come from? Love Aviv. Love her. She's really proving herself. She won a challenge way back in the day, and she still got it, y'all. Come on now. I would love to see her back on the flagship for another season. But, where did this come from?
Of her. Y'all can show us some more of her, honestly. Y'all be like, Aviv be in the background, and then whenever she shines, y'all let us see her shine, but we don't get to see much of her personality or anything too much. We know she's a mom and stuff. We'll probably get to see her personality on the episode she might leave on if she ever leaves, because that's the only time y'all let us see people. So I'm just saying, like, please let us see more of these people.
Reminds us of two of our best friends. And they're big fans of the challenge. We hope and pray to see them on there one day.
They had one of them on the recap before.
Oh, yeah. And they're both shorties, just like her. And they are very athletic. And I believe that they could do well in the challenge, unlike us.
Like I said, I have dreams all the time. We're on the challenge and we go home first. But, still might be a fun experience. But anyways, so that is our highlight number 7. We get the Nia and Bananas convo, and Bananas is like 1000%. Like, that's true. Like, I've heard him say that. Did he hear him say that? We don't know, but he's probably right. Moving on to highlight number 8. Bananas having his meeting with the angels, and he's like
bragging, braggadocious.
He's like, man, y'all might as well just make me a horticulturalist or whatever he said, someone that plants seeds, because I'm planting seeds and they sprout.
They're growing. The plants are prospering, y'all. The harvest is plentiful.
He said, just now, Nia came up to me asking me about what I said about Jordan.
And I was happy to oblige.
And Josh is over there co-signing, you guys. That's one thing we noticed. Josh is over there in the room co-signing everything.
Like,
is Josh,
is it a little fake, sir?
Is he being a little fake? That's all we're wondering. Is he being fake, or is he like just keeping it real? Like,
playing both sides much?
Yeah, what do y'all think? Is he playing both sides? Is he being fake, or is he just, I'm friends with both people, but I can nod my head and be like, when I know my friends over there, they full of BS. Like,
yeah, because basically he was like, he's not. He was like, Jordan does not have her back. He doesn't.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. So if he feels that way, and Nia is someone that is close to Josh. Like, even now they're even closer. Like, unfortunately, what they had got cut short because Kyland. But, Josh and I were hitting it off. So he's someone that, he feels like he's watching her. He sees her.
He probably has a soft spot for her. And he sees.
And so he's like, no, that dude ain't looking out for her. That dude ain't got her best interest at heart. So it could be just him being real. What do you think? But
also, I think when it comes to Josh, he isn't close to Jordan, I don't think. I think his closest male ally is Bananas. So that's why we're getting what we're getting there.
And, it's like they say, two things can be true. Like, he can be friends with Bananas and have respect for Jordan, but he can also be like, yeah, Jordan ain't, he ain't looking out for Nia. And that is
Call it a spade a spade.
Call a spade a spade. So then we move on to finally highlight number 9. We're getting down to the end. Highlight number 9, we go to the chamber. It's a sad chamber. Olivia, she's like, Olivia and Michelle are not wanting to campaign against each other.
Nia doesn't want to go against them.
Yeah, she's almost crying. Like, it's just the LOLs are like breaking apart. They know they're going to have to split up. And it's a sad time. And Alicia and I are just like surprised. We're just like, how in the world? Because, we find out Kylan tells them right then and there. Doesn't he tell them in there? He tells them, like, it's going to be Michelle. And Michelle is the one who gave him permission to throw her in, or not throw her in, but she would be okay with whatever happened. For us, we felt mixed feelings on this. For me, I felt, he said that really shows him how much Michelle has his back. And I was like, if that shows you how much Michelle has her back, wouldn't you want to protect her and put in Olivia instead? But Alicia also said on the flip side, using Big Brother, you never give people permission to, or say you're okay with something. People say all the time, I'm okay, with whatever. I don't want to be a pawn, but whatever happens.
If you do it, I'll be okay.
Yeah, if you do it,
I'm gonna make you a pawn.
Yeah. So it's like at the same time, like, don't be saying that. Like, put your foot down.
And Colin has played Big Brother, so maybe some of his Big Brother strategy slipped in here. I'm not sure. I would love to know if he is closer to Olivia than he is Michelle, and if that's why he made the decision, because literally all season long that we've been watching, it seems like his number one female ally has been Michelle. So I was very confused. Very.
Yeah, we were confused.
I would love to know what the dynamic is there, and if he threw her in because she gave him permission.
But I love that for Michelle. I think Michelle is a very sweet person, and she didn't have to do that, but she wanted Kylan to know, as her friend, I'm not going to hold any of this against you. For me, that made me want him not to put her in, because I felt like that was very genuine of her and very kind of her. But anyways, he puts her in, and Alicia and I are kind of flabbergasted. We're like, wow, somehow Olivia has repaired these friendships. Because I don't know if you guys recall, but just last season, Olivia is essentially the reason why Kylan and Horacio and Nerys went against each other.
Yeah.
Because if she just would have had a backbone and saved Nerys, this is where their friendship fell apart. If she just would have saved Nerys would have saved Horacio, would have saved Kylan, they would have been good. But and they knew this. They knew that she had essentially not only stabbed Nerys in the back, first and foremost stabbed Nerys in the back, but also was the reason they were going in too. So it's just amazing to us. And kudos on you, Olivia, for just, owning up to things and saying, trying to do better and taking 100% responsibility.
That just shows, like, you guys, things can be repaired. Like,
accountability, guys.
God is so good. Like,
sincere apologies.
God of second chances. Yes, apologize, be sincere, grow, and just do better. And, good people will honor that. And that's because we're all human. We all make mistakes. And she's a human being. She made a mistake. And it's nice to see her be able to recover from it.
It is. Like, we're glad that she has Kylan in her corner. And, she hasn't been written off and stuff. So
hopefully she won't make those mistakes again, though, because it's hard. It's harder when it happens 2, 3, 4 times. Then it gets a little bit harder. But we're still supposed to forgive over and over and over again. Yeah. But kudos to Olivia.
Kudos to her, and also kudos to Kylan. I'm just gonna sneak this in real fast. Kudos to Kylan because his number 1 and number 2 left pretty early on in the game, and he's still here. And not only is he still here, he's doing very well. So kudos to him. He doesn't have his community, but he's making
again.
Yeah. This dude is a force.
He is needs to come back season after season. Like, he's really
he's gonna be one of the greats.
It's really impressive. It's really great to see and witness. And not only is he a great competitor, but he also has the social game down. So that's really cool. But Olivia, I did want to say something about Olivia. Oh, no, what I wanted to say earlier about Jenny with the chamber. How do you guys feel about her kind of gloating and kind of being like, well, I'm not mad that y'all are in this position because y'all were really rude to me in the way that you treated me and blah, 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 that she was saying in the chamber.
Yeah, let us know.
How do y'all feel about that?
Because that was also the next part we didn't get to tag on. Yeah, Jenny mad. She was in that chamber, big mad, not having any sympathy for anybody. But yes, how do you guys...
And I did see lots of people on Twitter being like, well, I understand this, and she has all the right to be mad, and get your lick in. I don't know why they're being mad and upset that she's saying this. Me, on the other hand, I feel like, yes, get your lick, but then at the same time, they weren't mean to you about it. I don't recall them being mean to her about her being put in. I remember Michelle going to her and trying to comfort her and give her advice. So, there's a way. I just feel like that wasn't warranted. I feel like Jenny could have just been like, hey, y'all are getting, y'all are feeling how I've been feeling because I've been going in a lot, and that hasn't been fun. But, sorry, or something or other. But at the same time, they're not feeling exactly what you've been feeling because you haven't been going in against your friends. These girls got really close.
That's the big difference. And you're acting kind of really heartless and very vindictive when you could have just played it chill and just been like, it's hard for them, but I don't really care.
What goes around comes around. It comes around, and it's here, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you could have left it at that, but you're just taking maybe a little bit too far. I don't know.
And they were all kind of dang, we didn't deserve that, and I think they probably didn't deserve that, y'all.
What do y'all think? You gotta be careful though, because it's still a political game. People will throw you in for any reason. So Kylan might turn around and be like, Jenny, because I don't like
go right on back in because you was rude as all get out.
Yep, Tanaya and everybody else. So anyway, then moving on to, we have a cute 9.5 highlight. We had to do a quick 9.5 highlight. Cutesy, Theo, and Olivia. I love to see it. Olivia was sad, and and Theo was like, they're there. And she was like, that's how you comfort me? And it's just cute. They work. They're cute. And
they have a lot in common, apparently.
Yeah, I want to know. We want to hear. We want to know about what you have in common.
Theo was like, yeah, you know, I try to be tough and, you know, I try not to, you know, let people in and stuff, but I'm definitely being vulnerable with Olivia and, you know, like just letting us know his feelings for her. So
yeah, he's nice trusting her, and that is nice to hear. You gotta trust somebody at some point. So it's cute. They're cute, and but then we also hear there that as close as the LOLs are, but you got to understand this. She's known Michelle longer, so she is pulling for Michelle. She's rooting
for Michelle. That was kind of, we understand, but I was like,
it broke our Naya loving hearts. But yeah, but we understand. It is what it is. Yeah. So, anyways, moving on past that. Wait. Jordan and Naya combo. Oh, Jordan and Naya combo. Okay, yeah, we have to talk about this. Okay, so Jordan and Naya talk, and we're so proud of her for doing this, because so many times people hear information and they just take it and run with it, and we're like, why don't you take it to the source? And Naya took it to the source. She's like, let me talk to my friend.
Especially if you're actually close to the person. Yeah. You know, like, don't let people dictate your feelings towards somebody. Yeah, like.
Yeah. So she was like, yeah, I'm going to get down to the bottom of this. Jordan, buddy, Paolo friend, am I in your top 4 or whatever? And it was like, you know,
beating really around the bush.
Thought about it, really. I don't like.
You ain't thought about it?
Lies. That's why I say I believe she wasn't in there.
And she knew that he was BSing her. She knew.
And she was like, dang, this sucks. And I might be having to throw Jordy in. And we're like, ooh, don't take it that far, because I don't know if he would have thrown you in. I don't think he would throw you
in, per
se.
But, you know. So you don't want to burn that bridge.
Woman scorned.
But, yeah.
Woman scorned. But, yeah, good job, Naya, for taking it to the source and finding out the truth.
Maturity, guys. Adulting.
Yeah. Final highlight, guys. We get our elimination. What's the elimination again? What was it again?
Math and carrying heavy crates.
Yeah.
40 of them to be exact.
That sucked. Honestly. We were heartbroken because she was getting pretty behind, Naya was, and we're like, girl, you need to do this like Michelle. Michelle pulled a Devin where she was working smart and not hard, where she was like, I'm just going to do a little bit at a time. She was very strategic with this. I'm going to do an equation and then I'm going to move some crates. I'm going to do an equation, then I'm going to move some crates. So you're not doing too much math at one time and you're not moving too many crates at one time. Love to see the strategy. And I just hate that Naya unfortunately couldn't have that. She seemed to be struggling so hard with that math. She just could not get it done. But when she finally did start moving to the crates, Sis proved herself. She proved that she's a force. Like, she has that horsepower, like even Jordan was saying. She has that horsepower. She moved that stuff and she kept going. She would not stop. She has some good endurance and she's strong. So it would just suck to see the math take her out.
It was crazy, like, because the whole time I was watching, like I said, I thought Naya stayed longer. So I was like, okay, I'm waiting for her to come back, like, and have her moment. I'm waiting for Michelle to be stomped. But then Michelle literally has 1 crate left, and I was like, okay, well, there's no way she's not winning when Naya still literally has at least 10 over there.
Yeah, Michelle was like walking on sunshine. Like, she was just super calm, cool, and collected. She did her math. She moved her crate. She did her math. She moved her crates. She was positive and upbeat. She really did do that. Like, honestly,
she really did. Because that was anybody's game. Because they both suck at math. Yeah. And actually, it kind of was Naya's game to me to win, because even though they both suck at math, Naya has the strength and endurance over Michelle. So it's just crazy that ended up being the outcome. I guess Naya is actually worse at math than Michelle is.
Johnny's like, you didn't practice no math with her or whatever. And
to Kylan.
Kylan's like, I did. And we're like, not enough. But
not enough.
But it sucked. It sucked to see her go. Yeah. So proud of Michelle. She has definitely proven herself. Banana, she didn't prove you wrong during the daily, but she definitely proved you wrong and everybody else wrong during this elimination. And I think she proved to herself she needed this win to remember what a force she is and that she should be here. She belongs here just like everybody else. And
so with winning comes
great responsibility and great power. Power. And she put in some new targets. And these new targets, I didn't write them down, but I remember them. She put in bananas.
Nehemiah.
Womp.
And drum roll.
Jordan. Oh my gosh.
Heavy hitters, guys. All of them heavy hitters. Only one of them I really would not like to see leave. So hopefully Jordan or Bananas can leave.
Right.
Exit stage right.
Right. They're the bigger.
Whichever one.
Yeah, you can choose. Like we ain't picky. Just exit. Just pick an exit. But yeah, that was awesome. I was upset to see Nehemiah up there, but I get it. She's not gonna put in Corey because I think she's good with Corey. She's not gonna put in Theo. That's Olivia's guy. You know, she's not gonna put in Derek. She's probably good with Derek.
Put in Josh.
She's not gonna put in Josh. So she had slim pickings. So she put in 2 powerhouses. The 2 that are like, you know, going at each other. The 2 who she's like, I'm not on their list. So she's like, maybe I'm on Derek's list. Maybe I can be on Derek's list. Like maybe I can be on
Josh's list. Derek said he named her as someone he was close to. He named the LOLs.
Yeah, he did. So we ain't seeing it, guys, but remember this from last week, the one moment they mentioned it.
But there was somebody that I thought she could have thrown in over Nehemiah. I forget who it was. But she didn't.
Yeah, I don't know who
Maybe
it is.
It wasn't anybody.
There's only so many people there. There's not a lot of people. But yeah.
Theo!
So anyways.
Take Theo!
There's our episode. Finally got to post it. It was a good episode. We were sad to see it, but
we finally got to post it. Well,
we're about to post it.
When y'all see it, yeah, it will be posted, obviously.
We're gonna post it. Yes. Hopefully the posting process can go smoothly. Yes. Sometimes that gives us trouble too. But thank you so much for watching. Please continue to watch.
Your thoughts.
Let us know your thoughts.
Episode.
Yes. Comment, like, subscribe, and we're gonna see you guys next week. Hopefully on time. Right?
Yes.
YouTube TV, right? See you guys.
Bye.
God bless.